Look, there he is, 2 years old.
He hasn't changed a bit, has he?
And this is him a little older. And this is him at school. And this is him in his college 8. And there he is today.
A pretty big shot by the look of it.
Yes, indeed. That's his own office in the city. I've never actually been there, but I write to him twice a week.
49 Gresham Court, London Wall. That's where all the big business is done.
Yes.
Afternoon, George. Any letters? One. Ah. The dear old maker. Thanks. See you later. Good morning, Jimmy. What have you got for me today?
Not a thing.
Ladies' help.
Down the end.
Doesn't anyone want a private secretary, tutor, lorry driver, landscape gardener?
Plumbers, mate.
She's waiting for you down at the end. You don't seem to realise I'm a man of great responsibilities. I've got to keep my dear old mother, bless her heart. Hello. If the Prime Minister wants me as his secretary, or perhaps you'll do, ask him.
Yes? Send a man round. Party to. Right.
Get the address.
243 Curzon Street.
243.
Right. When shall he start?
I've started.
9 o'clock. Right.
Tell him you're sending the best man you've got.
Goodbye.
That'll do fine. What is it?
No use to you. Waiter. Man short at a party. Besides, what do you know about waiting?
Not a thing. But I'm 10 bob down on my mother's rent and I must have the cash. And I'm not going to break her heart by telling her that I'm broke. I'm a big city businessman. I'm a brilliant success. And it obviously doesn't pay to wait here, so I'm going round to a place where it does. Come on, Jimmy, be a pal. I'm hungry. Thanks. And one of these days when I'm rich, I'll buy you a drink. It's just a question of waiting. Hello, Uncle. Here we are again. Where there's you, there's always me. Where there's a river, there's a fish. Where there's a wishbone, there's a wish. They go together, so do we. Where there's you, there's me. Where there's a valley, there's a hill. Where there's a doctor, there's a pill. They go together, so do we. Where there's you, there's me. We agree like sugar goes with tea, like honey goes with bee. Wherever you go, I go. Where there's a collar, there's a tie. Where there's a secret, there's a spy. They go together, so do we. Where there's you, there's me. I've been lucky in the game of make-believe, and it's a dull, dull world if you never find someone to call you honey, baby. My ambition is to find us someone who will like the things I say and the things I do. Someone to listen when I tell her where there's a picture, there's a frame. Where there's a fire, bound to be a flame. They go together, so do we. Where there's you, there's always me. Where there's a teacher, there's a school. Where there's an April, bound to be a fool. They go together, so do we. Where there's you, there's me. We agree, like sugar goes with tea, like honey goes with bee. Wherever you may go, I may go. Oh, where there's a banker, there's the cash. Where there's a sausage, there's the mash. They go together, so do we. Where there's you, there's me. Lady Partington's house?
Yes, sir.
I hope I'm not too late.
Oh, no. Straight through, sir. Shall I take your hat?
No, thank you. Could you possibly fit me up with a black waistcoat?
I beg your pardon?
I say, could you possibly...
Champagne, sir?
You see, I come from the...
Cigarette, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Pardon me, sir. What was it you asked for?
Oh, it doesn't matter now, thank you.
Sammy, sir? No, thank you. Too much food thrown at one, what?
Oh, disgusting.
I'm so glad our friend got his knighthood. He deserved it, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Not at all, it's my fault, I beg your pardon.
Certainly, but you've got to have a chauffeur. And where can you find a really good chauffeur nowadays?
I know a good one I can send you in the morning.
But I can't afford a chauffeur and pay for my son's schooling.
Why not have a tutor and a chauffeur combined? I know the very man.
How nice to see you, Reggie.
How do you do?
And you too, Mr.
Warrender.
Warrender.
How do you do?
Men aren't eating.
No.
Oh, you give me such a lot of trouble. Go along now.
Sorry.
Mr. Fitch, would you show Mr. Warrender to the buffet?
Certainly. Now, come along, Warrender.
No, you come with me.
No, no.
Well, we'll go together. Thank you so much.
Come along, Warrender.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Thank you so much.
Caviar, lobster salad, cold chicken and tongue.
Just bring it all here. I'll do the rest.
And you, sir?
Nothing, thank you.
Have a drink.
No, thank you, I don't drink.
You miss a lot of fun.
I have to watch myself.
You're about the only man in the Navy who does.
Navy, but I'm not a sailor.
Oh, aren't you?
No, I'm a banker.
Ah, of course. I must give you my views on staff.
Well, we're very overstaffed.
Ah, it's all a question of finding the right man. Now look here, you must have a drink. I insist. Here's to financial genius.
I haven't done this for years.
Do you a lot of good. Give you bigger ideas. That sounds interesting. Excuse me. I beg your pardon. I'm awfully sorry. I'm awfully sorry. Pardon. I'm awfully sorry. Hold that, will you? Wherever you go, I go. Oh, where there's a stranger, there's a glance. Where there's a meeting, there's a chance. They go together, so do we. Where there's you, there's me. How do you do? Oh, don't go.
I would go on to another part.
Yes, what's your name?
I like to.
No, she can't sing now.
What's your name? She must be the song.
Jack Warrender.
Mine's Wilson. Distinctly impressed.
The ladies!
The ladies.
The Bank of England!
High finance.
Bullion!
Where there's a wishbone, there's a wish.
Where there's a river, there's a trout.
Fish.
Trout!
They go together, so do we.
Where there's you, there's me.
Tell me some more about your bank.
I've told you everything.
What time do you get there in the morning?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Let's go there now and spit on the windows.
No, Lionel, no pranks.
Where there's a river, there's a trout.
Fish.
Trout.
Fish. Here's where you live.
I wouldn't be seen dead in this place. This filthy hovel belongs to the chairman of my bank. Help me off with the other one.
No. Get in. You've done jolly well. A lovely shot. Right on the green. Drive on.
I'm usually a very quiet man, but there are times when I break out.
So I observe.
Slave drivers. What am I?
A trout.
For years I've juggled with their beastly figures, counted their cash, balanced their books.
Lionel.
The bank.
The bank. Shall I a lock for you?
It's in.
That's the letterbox. There you are.
Thank you.
Good night.
Tantivy, 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 with a yoinks and over we go. Tantivy, 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 with a yoinks and over we go.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lionel. You were in very good form last night.
What on earth are you doing here?
How awfully nice to think we're going to work together. No, you stick to this desk, and I'll take this one. Gee, there's an awful lot to be done. It'll take months and months.
These are office hours. Kindly leave at once.
Now, don't get excited. Don't make your head bad. And besides, I've got to start work.
What at?
My new job.
What new job?
The one I'm starting today.
Who gave you it?
Nobody. I couldn't get a job anywhere, so I'm taking one. I appoint myself here and now to the staff of this bank.
This is outrageous. Leave here immediately.
Now, take your aspirin and listen. Go on, hurry up. Has he gone? Good. All you've got to do is to behave as if it was the most natural thing in the world for me to be here.
The idea is preposterous.
Now, who in the world's going to know that I'm not on the staff? With all these employees rushing about, what difference can one more make?
I refuse to discuss the matter.
Last night, you thought I was a guest, didn't you? I was a waiter. If I can bluff them at the party, I can bluff them at the bank.
I'll have you forcibly ejected.
Now, Lionel, old boy, don't be a naughty boy. Don't be naughty. We got to get together on this. It worked very well last night. Maybe you don't remember, but I saved your other shoe from going through the chairman's window.
So that's where my shoe went.
I'm afraid so.
Oh, I'm ruined.
If that's how you look when you worry, I shouldn't do it. Now, come on, back up. We got to help each other. You help me and I'll help you. Now, take this.
No,
I'll take
please.
this one, and let's go outside.
No, I don't want to.
Oh, good morning, sir.
Oh, good morning, William.
Good morning, William. How's the wife these days?
A little bit better, sir, thank you.
Good.
You still got them rheumatics in her arm?
Ah, then he must try lard and rub it well in.
Oh, thank you, sir. I'll tell the missus.
Good morning. You might see if you can find my office coat, will you please?
Where is it, sir?
I haven't the slightest idea. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Ah, the whole trouble is you don't remember my name, do you?
No, sir.
Tell him.
Mr. Warrender.
The Mr. Warren.
Warrender.
What's the price of war loan?
105 and 7/16, sir.
Buy me 100. Get the coat, please.
Oh, yes, sir, certainly, sir. It was large, you said, wasn't it, sir?
Yes.
Thank you.
But you haven't got a coat.
Anyone see Mr. Warrender's office coat?
There you are. In a few minutes, The entire bank will be ringing with this illustrious name. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's the price of war loan?
I think 106.
Sell 'em. Can I direct you anywhere, sir?
Securities, please.
Right down at the end.
Thank you.
Any letters for Warrender?
I don't think so. No.
Are you backing anything in the big race?
Silver thread.
No. Merivale, 20 to 1.
Merivale. Oh, thank you, Mr. Warrender. Thank you very much.
We'll now go and look at those clearinghouse returns. There you are. You see, the whole thing's perfectly simple. In 10 days' time, they'll be so used to seeing me here that if I didn't turn up, they'd wonder where I'd got to. Come on.
Warrender, I have now made an irrevocable decision. Outside.
Send me a typist, please.
Steady. What are you doing?
I'm going to dictate a business letter.
Who to?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Then I fail to see the point.
Every letter I write will bring a reply. Then I shall reply to the reply. They will reply to the reply of the reply, and I shall reply to the reply of the reply of the reply.
You called for a typist, Mr. Fitch?
Yes.
No.
Will you take down this letter, please?
Oh, excuse me, I only do the chairman's work.
I know, that's why I sent for you. Get a chair. Quickly. I'm working for him exclusively.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yes, you see, I've just been transferred from the Paris branch. What is the name of the financial house that we do most of our business with? Being away so long, I've rather lost touch.
I don't know.
The City and Industrial Trust.
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you. And what is the name of the chairman?
Sir Charles Darrington.
Oh, of course, yes. Thank you. Are you ready? My dear Sir Charles, I am amazed I have not heard from you regarding the, Merivale plan. Am I from your silence that you are no longer interested? If so, I must ask you to confirm this in writing, as there are 2 other big financial houses pestering me to let them in on it, but naturally, you have, first refusal. I'm not going too fast for you, am I? I'm sure you'll be very delighted to hear the name of the person we have put in charge of the affair. Jack Warrender himself. It is a great relief to know that the Merivale plan is in such brilliant yet trustworthy hands. Yours very truly.
2 carbons as usual?
Yes, as quickly as you can, please.
Certainly, Mr. Warrender.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, sir.
And who do you imagine is going to sign this dribble?
Who usually signs the drivel here?
The chairman.
He'll do. Good morning, sir. I can't tell you how delighted I am to be back in London again.
I don't seem to recollect.
3 years is a long time.
Quite so, quite so. Oh, welcome back. Now I come to think of it, I believe I remember meeting you in Berlin, didn't I?
Paris?
Yes, Paris, quite. Now let me see, what was I going to say? I thought I brought something in with me.
Is it this?
Here, open that. Open it.
For me, sir?
You'll see.
Oh, it's a shoe.
Huh.
That was thrown through my window last night. We'll take immediate steps to find out who did it. I've strong reason to believe it was someone in this bank.
May I have a look, sir?
Yes, certainly.
Thank you.
Now, is there anything special? I'm in a very great hurry.
Nothing, sir, nothing.
Thanks. This letter for your signature, sir.
What's it all about?
The Merivale plan.
Merivale plan? I don't seem to remember.
I spoke to you about it, sir, when we met in Paris.
Yes, so you did. I do wish you cultivate the habit of reminding me of little things that sometimes slip my memory. It's your duty as my secretary, isn't it?
Certainly.
I can't think of everything, can I?
No, sir. And this is very important, isn't it? The Paris office is particularly keen on the Merivale plan. That's why Mr. Fitch applied for me.
Very wise. Right man in the right place. I suppose this is quite in order.
Quite, sir.
Well, sir. Yes, sir. Quite.
Very well. There you are, Mr. Warrender. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is unspeakable.
Then don't mention it. My job is now fixed. This letter makes me the bank's representative in the Merivale plan. Send me a messenger, please.
Give me that letter.
Here, what are you doing? What are you doing?
It isn't going to leave this office. I shall tell the managing director the moment he arrives.
Yes, and you may as well add that you allowed the chairman to sign a letter which you knew perfectly well was just a great bluff. No, Lionel, it's too late. From now on, we're partners. And if you're a naughty boy... Come in. Send that off immediately, please.
Yes, sir.
Get me the Board of Trade, will you?
Oh, anything can happen now.
Yes, we may get the number. London Metropolitan Bank. I want to speak to Sir Henry Kilner. Nowadays, trade isn't trade unless the government do something to add to the general confusion.
What's that?
Oh, good morning, Sir Henry. I wasn't talking to you. Our chairman is very anxious to speak to you about the Merivale plan.
Merivale plan?
He said you'd know all about it.
Oh.
I'll put you through immediately. Put this call through to the chairman's office, please. The two old boys are now hard at it, and neither has the slightest idea what the other's talking about.
On the contrary, you rang me.
No. You asked me to phone you about the Merivale plan. You seem rather vague about it.
I'm not vague at all. The point is, what are you going to do about it?
In a few minutes, the chairman will be imploring Jack Warrender to come to the aid of the party. Sit down. Have a cigar.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Excuse me, you can't go in there. The chairman's engaged. I say you can't go in there. The chairman is engaged. I don't think you quite understand me. The chairman is busy talking to the Board of Trade. If you want to see him, I'm afraid you'll have to make an appointment. Well, my goodness, you have got slim.
Indeed.
I didn't recognize you. I don't suppose you recognize me either.
I'm certain I did not.
I'm not surprised. I've been away so long. Anyhow, I'm delighted with that. Paris is looking marvelous. Won't you come in?
I got your coat, Mr. Warrender.
Ah, merci bien.
I never thought I should find it.
Neither did I. Will you put it in the cloakroom?
Certainly, sir.
Après-vous, monsieur.
I'm going to see the chairman.
I'm afraid he's still engaged. Won't you sit down? Have a cigarette, will you? Fitch. By the by, make a special note. I shan't be able to dine with Sir Rowland today because I've got an important date with the French ambassador. And that reminds me, when we ring up the Paris office, be very careful to have all that data ready about those Algerian bonds. Thanks.
I think perhaps I'd better...
Well, you see, the chairman is still extremely busy talking to the Board of Trade. He's discussing the Merivale plan.
And what is that, I ask?
Mr. Fitch will explain.
Well? Well, well, I'm afraid I can't.
The perfect secretary. Keeps his mouth shut.
Then perhaps you will explain.
You're sure the chairman won't object?
The chairman? I see. Most interesting. Thank you, Mr. Warrender.
Not at all.
Warrender, sir, take this call through to your office, will you?
Certainly.
Perhaps you can get some sense out of the man.
He's a bit wooden-headed, but I'll try. Put that Board of Trade call through here, will you, please? Oh, hello, sir. But you've got the papers. You haven't. You must have mislaid them.
Don't talk nonsense. I don't know anything about it. Goodbye.
Oh, you've got them. That's fine. I'm so glad. And you approve. That's splendid. Oh, that's awfully kind of you. I'd be delighted. Yes, rather. Shall I bring my riding kit? Yes. Thank you so much. I'll see you Sunday.
Very fortunate having Warrender here to deal with these things for us.
Very. May I have a word with you? I won't keep you a moment. I'm very upset about this Merivale business. Why was I never consulted?
You're not trying to tell me this is the first you've heard of it?
Certainly not. Of course, I recollect a few vague discussions.
Not with me.
Your memory is not too good, is it?
Well, then, what was the scheme when we first discussed it?
That's beside the point. The question is, what exactly is the scheme now?
I'm sorry, I can't stop.
I see. Mr. Fitch? What have you got in there?
In here? A shoe.
Let me see. Who does this belong to?
The chairman.
The chairman? I see. Nicholson.
What's the chairman? The Merivale plan.
Shoes.
The Merivale plan, you know.
Yes, of course. Keep your eyes open.
Huh?
The Merivale plan. You know, the chairman's pet scheme.
Sure.
Shoes. Mass production. Sell at cheap prices.
Quite.
Oh, Johnson, bring me these statistics of the shoe industry for the past 12 months, will you?
The shoe industry, sir?
Yes. We are going in for shoes in a very big way.
Really?
City and Industrial?
Oh, dear.
This is the answer to my letter. Now we're off. Hello.
Oh, good morning. Is that Mr. Warrender?
Warrender? I seem to remember that name. It isn't Jack Warrender by any chance, is it?
Hello. Is that Mr. Jack Warrender? Yes, it is.
Good. Ask him round here.
We can't do business that way.
Well, you ought to. Daddy would have.
Hello.
Ask him round.
My dear, there is such a thing as routine.
And there is such a thing as human nature. I want to find out if he's the sort of man we ought to do business with.
Hello.
Ask him round.
Hello. We should like to have a few more details.
Today?
Today.
I'm afraid we're too busy.
Can't make it today.
Then tonight.
Tonight? I can't suggest.
Is this your firm or is it mine?
What time?
11:15. What shall I wear?
Hello?
Supper at the Majestic.
How can I...
Go on.
Hello. Yes. We're rather busy today as well. Yes, it would suit me better if you could perhaps have a little supper with me at the Majestic. 11:15. Splendid. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I say, look here, Warrender, this affair is getting enormous. They're actually working out the scheme for you.
Good. What is it?
Mass production, higher wages, greater output, and the finest shoe factory ever built.
The boys are doing fine.
I really feel I must congratulate you. There's big money in this. Thousands and thousands.
Lend me 30 bob. Has the Charles Darrington booked a table here?
Mr. Warrender?
Yes.
This way, please.
Oh, thank you.
The Charles asks to be excused, but he may be a little late.
Oh. All right, thank you.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
This is a grand surprise.
You bet. Can I sit down? Thanks.
I still think you're pretty good.
Now, just a minute. There's a catch in this. I'm not as fascinating as all that.
You are to me.
You must be crazy.
I just can't help liking you.
Are you alone?
Yes. About some supper.
Yes, thanks very much.
Oh, no, I'm asking you.
And I'm accepting.
But you're paying.
What with, 9 and 6?
Is that all you've got?
Yes. And this suit goes back in the morning.
No.
Go on, you pay. You're rich.
What makes you think I'm rich? I may be broke, too. You'll have to love me for myself alone.
I prefer it that way. It puts us on equal terms. Martini? 2. What can I get for 8 bob?
I've got 6 minutes.
Then you get a tip as well. If it's too dark to eat, just bring the martinis.
Tap your toesies if you want to be top. Don't be a big flop. Now take my tip and tap your toesies if you want to be smart. You'd better get started now. Come on and tap, 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 tap. Don't walk with your feet. Learn how to tap, 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 and talk with your feet. Step out and tap your toesies, and they'll never get cold. You'll never grow old if you tap, tap, tap.
Tap your tootsies if you want to be top. Don't be a big flop. Now take my tip and tap your tootsies.
If you want to be smart,
We'd better get started now.
come on and tap, 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 tap. Don't walk with your feet.
Learn how to tap, 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 tap. Talk and walk and hit a little rhythm. Tap your tootsies and they'll never get cold. You'll never grow old if you...
Hello. Do you know Mr. Warrender?
This is the man I've come to meet.
Well, isn't that the strangest thing?
Sorry I'm late.
Don't apologize. I'm very glad.
Well, you'll be wanting to talk business, won't you? I get along.
Darling.
Hello. Are you going home?
Yes.
Would you mind dropping me?
But of course. Ready?
Yes, thanks.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Charles.
Good night, my dear.
Lots of luck with your deal.
I'll let you know if I pull it off. I'll let you know if I don't.
Mayfair 0973.
If I forget everything else in the world, I shall always remember that number. Now, Sir Charles.
I'm afraid your proposition is rather a nebulous one. However, I take it that you'd make provision to coordinate the sliding wage scale in relation to the seasonal fluctuation of output.
Oh, undoubtedly.
Yes, and you'd replace the Northampton method by the belt conveyor system.
Without the slightest hesitation.
What are you going to do about the Japanese?
What can you do?
Rationalization. I put it to you.
I put it to you.
I take it you're not in favor of rationalization.
Well, no, not altogether.
You're not. In that case, I won't detain you any longer.
Mind you, there's rationalization and rationalization.
Exactly.
That's what I mean. Thank you.
No, please.
No, really. No, please.
How would you apply rationalization to the Merivale shoe?
I'm surprised at you asking. That's all explained and written out in detail in the original plan.
Does this plan contain a detailed analysis of the technical and constructional side of the problem?
It contains everything.
You have a board meeting tomorrow morning, I believe?
Yes.
I should like to be present and make a formal investigation of the plan. You can arrange that?
Certainly.
Thank you, Mr. Warren.
Thank you, Sir Charles.
Good night.
Good night. Lionel, get changed quickly. We got to prepare the Merivale plan.
Plan?
We've got exactly 8 hours.
Oh, ridiculous. It took me 8 months.
What did?
My plan.
What plan?
My pickle plan.
Pickle plan?
Yes. It was my wife's idea.
Yes.
She's very partial to gherkins.
Yes.
Oh, she loves her pickles.
I'm very glad she appreciates you. Have you got a copy?
About me?
No, about this pickle plan.
No, but there might be one down at the bank.
Well, that'll do.
Oh, but this is all about pickles.
Well, we can change pickles into shoes. Go on, hurry up, get changed. I'll wait down here for you in the garden. Get changed. The board meeting is at 10.
What? Oh, all right.
Gentlemen, the purpose of this meeting, as you know, is to discuss the Merivale plan with Mr. Warrender.
Considering this Merivale plan is entirely Mr. Warrender's, it's a trifle discourteous of him to keep us waiting.
I don't think we can altogether call this scheme entirely Mr. Warrender's. As a matter of fact, I mapped the whole thing out with him a year ago in Paris. Berlin. No, it was Paris.
You seem to forget that the original conception was mine.
I think I can remember that I was the first to bring this scheme before the Board of Trade 2 years ago.
Well, in that case, perhaps you would be good enough to give us your views on it.
As Mr. Denton drafted the original notes, perhaps Mr. Denton?
Well, as the chairman discussed the matter originally in Paris, perhaps the chairman.
Well, I feel that as Sir Charles says the scheme is largely Mr. Warrender's.
I'm afraid that unless Mr. Warrender produces the Merivale plan as promised, I shall have to ask to be excused.
We're sunk.
I know it's here somewhere.
What's the good of saying that? We've searched everywhere, haven't we?
Yes.
The vaults?
Yes.
The filing cabinets?
Yes.
Your desk?
No! I got it.
The Fitch plan for the pickle industry. All you got to do is to change that cover into the Merivale plan, and I'll do the rest.
Impossible.
I'll give you 3 minutes.
Here, you can't take that through.
Don't be a fool. What are you
No, give it to me.
Here, I'm on your side.
It's imperative.
You go and change that cover and bring it to me in 3 minutes.
Oh, dear. 3 minutes. I must get it done. Oh, bother.
A thousand apologies, gentlemen. But I've been collecting some interesting material about foreign competition in the shoe trade.
May I see the plan?
The plan? Oh, yes, of course. And what is the plan? The production of shoes. And here, gentlemen, is the Merivale shoe.
I seem to have seen that shoe before somewhere.
Of course you have. It's the original specimen. Take a look, gentlemen. See how the uppers rest on the lowers and the lowers rest on the uppers. What a sole, what a heel. The heel half the size of the sole, and that stops you falling over. And you will notice that the distance from here to here is less than half the distance from here to here. Now, in the ordinary shoe, the distance from here to here is more than twice the distance from here to here, which makes the thing as broad as it is long, which is absurd.
I'm afraid, Mr. Chairman, I really must be going. I came here to see the Merivale plan.
1 moment, Mr. Charles. May I investigate? Ah, exactly as I thought. I'm not playing hunt the slipper, gentlemen, far from it. Now, here we have a shoe which has neither shape nor form. In fact, it's difficult to see what holds it together at all. Take, for instance, this tongue. It just comes away in your hand. This lace. It just pulls right out. These uppers have no resistance. None whatever. I can do exactly what I like with this shoe. That, gentlemen, is not a Merivale shoe. Thank you, Sir Charles.
It isn't mine, it's his.
Thank you, sir.
Now, what about this plan?
I'll read it to you. We will first of all start with the raw material. Large refrigerators are maintained for each kind of vegetable, the skin. This keeps them fresh when pickled. You see, in this case, the leather is not tanned, but pickled. The produce is first steeped in a bath of boiling brine. There is a separate vat for onions and gherkins.
Did you say onions and gherkins?
Definitely. A secret process by which the leather is rendered soft and edible. I mean, incredible that it should be so pliant. The various machines erected concrete base, this wouldn't interest you. This is all about... The turnover will exceed $750,000. Perhaps you'd like to see the figures. You see what I mean? Would you care to have a look? You see, these figures are absolutely indisputable. And the shoes sell for 10 and 6 a pair. And what is the fundamental principle underlying this amazing output? Specialization plus centralization, making 100% rationalization. Oh, gentlemen, I'd like to talk to you about this very interesting subject of rationalization, but unfortunately Sir Charles is pressed for time.
No, go on. I'm most interested.
Rationalization. One man, one job. The right man and the right job. The right shoe on the right foot. The shoe that's going to kick the foreign competitor right out of the country. You have a national duty to perform. It is up to you to make this the best shod country in the world. I don't want to try and persuade you against your better judgment. It's going to be a very difficult task. Look at your own shoes. Allow me.
Oh, no,
Well, take that as read. Now, what is the first thing you do when you see a pretty girl? You look at her shoes, don't you? And why? Smart shoes, smart girl. Attractive shoes, attractive girl. Ugly shoes, a waste of time. I know what I'm talking about. What did Napoleon say in 1815? An army marches on its stomach. It was because he was marching on his stomach and not in Merivale shoes that he got the Wellington boot. Once more, gentlemen, we must fight the foreigner. Once more, we must smash foreign competition. Once more unto the breach, dear friend. Once more. Shakespeare, gentlemen, Shakespeare. And you, good yeomen, whose limbs were made in England, show us here the mettle of your pasture. Let us swear that you are worth your breeding, which I doubt not, for there is none of you so mean and base, but hath not noble lustre in your eyes. I see you stand, like greyhounds in the slips, straining upon the start. The game's afoot. Follow your spirit, and upon this charge, cry God for Harry, England, and St. George! Yes, it's terrific news, isn't it?
I haven't seen the papers. I'm down here on the river.
I must see you. I'll come down at once. I'd like to make a confession, an expression of how I feel. My very first impression of you has changed a great deal. I've always thought that you were sweet, but you're sweeter than I thought you were. I've always heard that you were nice, but you're nicer than I heard you were. You're just the kind that one would find in days of old when nights were bold. Your lips divine are sweeter than ruby wine, and then on top of that you've got a heart of gold. I've always known that you alone could thrill me with a single kiss, but never did I ever dream I'd ever have a dream like this. And now to make it short and sweet, you're everything it takes to make my life complete. You're sweeter than I ever thought you were. I've always thought that you were sweet, but you're sweeter than I thought you were.
I've always heard that you were nice, but you're nicer than I heard you were. You're just the kind that one would find in days of old when nights were cold.
Your lips divine are sweeter than ruby wine, and then on top of that you've got a heart of gold.
I've always known that you alone could thrill me with a single kiss, but never did I ever dream I'd ever have a dream like this.
And now to make it short and sweet, you're everything it takes to make my life complete. You're sweeter than I ever thought you were.
Don't you think we'd better go?
Certainly not.
We should be thrown out. We've no right to be here.
What's it matter? I've no right to be at the bank, but they've not discovered it yet.
What do you mean?
I walked in there one day entirely uninvited, and I've been there ever since.
What's the Merryvale plan?
An invention of my own to create a job for myself, and it's a smashing success.
Oh. You must go straight to the bank tomorrow and tell them.
And lose everything, including you?
You'll lose me if you don't.
But don't be silly, I haven't got a bean. And I do so want to be a big businessman and look like a photograph I sent my mother.
Are you sincere?
Terrible.
Then give it all up. Please. I'm asking you.
All right. I will.
Ah, here are the complete plans, sir. Ah, thank you, thank you. Yes. Draft plan of the factory, experts' report, and the marketing scheme. Splendid, splendid. Hello, Warrender.
Hello.
By jingo, we're making jolly good progress.
£6.15 I owe you altogether. You'll get it all back if it takes me 20 years.
But I don't understand.
I'm leaving the bank. Is the chairman in?
Why, what are you going to do?
Tell him the truth.
Oh.
You'll be all right. I'll see to that.
But the Merryvale plan.
Lionel, old boy, I leave the whole thing to you.
You have seen the sun burst through the clouds.
Excuse me, sir.
Great speech for the meeting.
Yes.
On every hand one finds signs of prosperity.
I have something very important to tell you.
Yes, later on, later on.
No.
We have performed a national duty, and promptly, will you?
And we have made this the best shod country in the world.
Best shod country in the world.
I have a very important confession to make. I'm not coming to this meeting.
Of course you are.
No.
Now we owe a very great debt of gratitude to one man.
You must listen. I have no right here. I'm not a member of this staff.
That's very good. He's not a member of our staff. He came from Paris.
No, I did not.
No, Berlin.
No, it's all wrong. The whole thing is a hoax. I'm just a big bluff.
You're speaking very strange this morning.
I tell you, I'm just a bluff.
Hello. Yes, send the car round. I'll be there in 2 minutes. Now, go on. You were saying...
I came in here to create a job for myself.
Yes, just
I walked
one
into this
moment.
bank.
Yes, these papers. Well, I'll see to them after lunch. Thank you. Very good, go on, Warren. I'm sorry.
I've come in here to resign, to be kicked out.
You'll be working too hard.
I tell you, I can't go on. I'm finished. I'm through.
Johnson, get some brandy.
Oh, if only I could make you understand. I've played a trick on you all.
Right, now calm down.
I'm not going to calm down. You've got to listen.
You're not yourself this morning.
I am myself. I know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
Everything I've said to you is perfectly true.
After the meeting.
What else can I
Everything
say to make you understand? There you are. Ask him. Ask him to produce my personal files, my personal papers. He can't do it. Ask him.
All right. Now drink this.
I don't want it.
I insist.
I refuse.
Drink it at once.
You drink it yourself.
I'm perfectly all right.
I'm perfectly all right,
You
too.
must take care of your nerves.
I tell you, I'm not coming. Mother, darling. Who said you could come to London?
It's your birthday, dear, and I wanted... Oh, I beg your pardon.
Come in, Mrs. Warrender. Delighted to see you. This is a great day for your son. He's the man of the hour.
Oh, you're saying that to flatter me.
Not at all. I mean it. He's brilliant. But I'm worried about him. He's losing his nerve. You've come just at the right moment. He's pulled off a magnificent business deal, and now he doesn't want to go on.
That's very unlike him.
We have a meeting in a few minutes, and he simply must be there. Suppose you have a word with him yourself.
He's never disappointed me in his life. Of course he'll come.
Oh, pardon me, but it's 7 minutes past. We ought to be going.
Are you ready, my boy?
Absolutely. Sit down here, sweetheart. I'll see you when I get back.
And now, gentlemen, that the formation of the Merivale Shoe Company is an accomplished fact, our next duty is to appoint its managing director. We are all agreed who that should be.
Where's Sir Charles?
In the boardroom, madam.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen, for the honor that you do me. I've worked on this scheme day and night for weeks, so naturally my whole heart is in it. And I shall continue as your managing director to work with exactly the same enthusiasm.
I believe you know everyone. This is Miss Wilson, whom I represent.
How delighted. Do please sit down. I'm so sorry to have interrupted you. Go on, Mr. Warrender.
I've nothing more to say.
No? Then I have. Gentlemen, we've been hoaxed. This man is an imposter.
Mr. Warrender's been on our staff.
Just tell them how long you've been on their staff. You see? You've been tricked. He's no more a member of your bank than I am, and never has been. He invented this Merivale plan to get himself a job. I'm sorry, but the man's a fraud.
But surely there must be some explanation.
I'm afraid not. It's perfectly true. I'm not a member of your staff. The Merivale plan was a name I chose at random, the name of a horse. Unfortunately, it lost. It was a grand race, but it just got pipped on the post.
He admitted everything yesterday.
You promised not to tell.
You promised to confess.
We must prosecute him then.
Control yourself.
With the utmost rigor of the law. The man's a dangerous liar.
You said the Merivale plan was your own conception. So you're a bigger liar than I am.
You're a swindler, sir.
I've made nothing out of this, not one farthing of salary, and you all stand to make thousands.
Now, gentlemen,
Sir Charles. I'm sorry, but we must withdraw from the Merivale Company.
In that case, I'll take it over. Please make arrangements immediately. I'll put up all the money myself.
It's impossible.
I want complete control. Does that give it to me?
Certainly, but...
Very well, then. My first step will be to remove the managing director.
And that's your second big mistake.
That's entirely my own affair.
Excuse me,
How
just a
dare
minute.
you presume that?
Now I'm going to tell you something. Come over here.
Why didn't you keep your promise?
If I told you, you wouldn't understand.
You knew all along who I was.
I did not.
And tried to win me over. You haven't played fair.
Neither of you. You said you were poor, but you're so beastly rich you're rolling in it. Well, go on rolling in it. You're suddenly. You think you smashed me. Well, you have, but I'm not beaten yet. You go ahead and build your factory and see if I care. That's all right. Go ahead. Build your factory. I don't care, but look out. That's all I say to you. Look out.
considering all the difficulties we've been up against, I think it's been a very good week's work.
Yes, we've done very well. But what do you think's actually been the cause of these strikes and delays?
Undoubtedly our foreign rivals. They even tried to bribe the new fireman. I dismissed him on the spot. I had to replace him with a man I knew well, a man I can trust.
Who is he?
A friend of mine, a really splendid fellow.
I'm going back.
What for?
To dismiss him.
Miss Wilson, if I may be allowed to step out of my managerial capacity...
You've disobeyed my orders. I told you distinctly that he was to be given no job whatsoever in the factory.
Here's a man who is working 100% in your interest because, well, personal reasons.
He's leaving instantly.
Oh, why should you punish yourself so? You're still in love with him, aren't you?
No!
Ah, I knew you were.
Give it to me, this is Chopper. What are you supposed to be?
A fireman.
I would let me photographs of you in this helmet.
Certainly.
Come over here. Come over here! Do you know what this is?
No.
That's what it is it?
Is it? Fireworks.
That's right, and a long tube used to set him alight just for a little bit of joke, you know. The only thing that is worrying us now is the place he might catch on fire. What would you do then, eh?
Put it out.
You better ring up the fire brigade now.
Oh, thank you. Hello?
Tie him up. We're going to set this place up in the smoke.
Not from here.
What?
There's only one room where you can do that.
Where it is?
Is it? Your spy should have found out. You're a bit of a mug, aren't you? You've been paid to burn down this place by our foreign rivals. Yes. And you're going to make a mess of it.
You know a fat lot, don't you, eh?
Yes, I certainly do. I was going to start a fire here myself.
What? Who pay you?
Nobody. I'm Jet Warrender.
That's right, boss. I recognize him now.
So?
I was on a good job here, and I got the sack. Well, are we going to get together?
Okay.
Ah, now you're talking. Come on, boys.
You go and find him.
All right.
Here we are.
This is what I need.
Down there you'll find the packing cases.
Okay, hurry up, come on.
Come on, get up, Buffon, get up, Buffon. Hello. Get me Scotland Yard. Hello.
Warrender! Oh, how you frightened me. Shh. What's happening?
Fire raising.
Fire raising?
We gotta get rid of this. Lift.
This?
Lift. Come on. Ah, you're just in time. Put it down. Here he is, caught him red-handed, trying to pinch the gear.
Who is he?
Public enemy number one. I'll knock the stuffing out of him.
Donkey!
Here. You leave us alone.
Just a minute. Come here, you little giraffe. What's trouble for you, eh?
No trouble, thank you.
He's a liar. Ask him again.
What's trouble for you?
Yes, what's trouble for you? Let me have a go at him. You thought you were going to stop us, but you're too late. In a few hours, this Merivale factory will be burnt to the ground. Oh, my gosh.
Are you all right?
Yes, just a little shaky.
What's going on here?
Oh, please don't judge him too hardly.
Oh, tie them up. Get the rope quick.
Here, you can't do this.
Why not?
Because I'm going to do it. Come on, then, I'll see you.
Here, find my glasses. No. You're hurting my wrists.
I'll hurt your wrist in a minute.
Who's ready?
Yes, we've got her nicely tied up. just in time. I managed to give them the slip, but I'm terrified that they saw me. There you are. You might say thank you.
Thank you for nothing. You're the cause of this.
Gosh, they're coming back. What? We gotta keep them out of here somehow. Get that hose.
I got it. Where do you want it?
What?
This hose.
What hose? What are you talking about? Didn't I tell you don't get a hose? Go and don't argue. Hey! Don't put that down. There you are. What are you waiting for? Come on! Do you want to try it again? Any more heroes? Come on, I'm ready for you. Oh, gosh.
No, you stop here. We're going to start the fire quick.
No,
Come on, boys, quick.
Come on, it's time.
Well, that's the lot, isn't it?
Yes. Gosh, we're too late. Put it down.
I can't get away!
All right, I'll come and get you. Stay where you are. Come on, lift it here. Lift. Come on, pull. Now pull.
Let go!
Hold it still, don't let it move. Take it up higher. Bring it up higher. Bring it up higher. What are you doing?
Well, don't rattle me.
Hurry up!
Fire! What are you doing? Stop! Back, you silly arm! All right! What are you doing? All right, here I am. Right. Take off. All right, what are you doing? Bring the ladder. Bring the ladder. Bring the ladder, you silly arm.
You're so impatient. I'm endeavoring. Give me time. There are so many gadgets.
Through here.